Aloha. Hi,
Aloha.
friends and family. Now we're talking to Chaplain Belonio. Not Chaplain Belonio, Chaplain Umali. Chaplain Belonio here with a pink background. See? And
Yeah,
you like my wicked lighting?
yeah, it's very Stranger Things.
Is it Stranger Things? Cool.
Feels
Cool, cool,
stranger.
cool. Anyways, how's it going over there in your end of the world?
It is going okay. Just trying to figure out how to connect with some of my soldiers while
T-
they're on Guam.
Tell me who you are and what you're doing and why you're wearing fatigues.
I am a U.S. Army Reserve chaplain.
Amen. My buddy's a soldier. We are soldiers. Oh, in the army, we have to fight alone. We have to put time. I love that song. So, where are you based out of?
Based out of Fort Shafter in Honolulu.
Tell me more about Fort Shafter in Honolulu. How big is this base?
So the Fort Shafter is the Army Pacific Command headquarters for the Pacific Division in the world. So it's a small base, not that big, built in 1940s or 50s before World War II as a support base for the Army. And yeah, it's where General Patton stayed
That's
when he
interesting.
was
Oh,
fighting the Japanese.
Fort Shafter on that base. What are the people like there in your neck of the woods? What's the church? What's the kingdom building looking like? How do your soldiers look like? What's on their plate and their families' plates?
It's mostly coronavirus,
Yeah, a lot of
being
corn.
isolated, no jobs because Hawaii is mostly based on tourist society. So
Yeah, yeah. So finances is the number one thing families are going through.
yeah, a
Um,
lot of people struggling to eat. So
yeah, it's interesting being tapped into the position where we are, where we realize that we're connected to things that have so much resources. I have access to so much resources, and it's in a variety of interesting reasons as to why people don't want these resources. So, um, you see someone, and I think of the mental health problem that's plaguing our homelessness here. I mean, we'll talk about homelessness inevitably because it's on the Big Island and it's in Hawaii, but California seems to be dealing with it in a different way, right? So the homeless situation is there. I mean, we have access to all of the resources. It's just how do we come alongside people and do the David Ramsey program together? I think that that's what we're turning all of our intentional small groupings to be. Places of professional development and places of mental development, right? So we can have spiritual lives. I don't think a lot of people are negating whether or not spiritual things are true. I think we haven't really connected the dots yet, um, to what the foundations are for some people. So that's why I guess as a youth pastor and you as a chaplain, we get to connect the dots for a lot of these people and figure out why when we lead them to water, they don't want to drink. Have you ever found that as a problem for you, Chaplain Umali? When you lead people to the water, they don't want to drink.
yeah, well, I think human connection is the water, and we are the
Mm,
connection to God. So that's what heals people is us being available.
that's the good stop, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. Anyways, well, I'm praying for your what do you call it? Your squadron,
My battalion.
your
So
battalion. What number are you? Battalion, Army
uh,
Reserve Battalion, something based out of here.
the
That'd be nice.
300,
What are you?
300
Three
Transportation
three
Battalion.
hundred transportation. So you're the chaplain for that unit. That's really interesting stuff. Have you had any insights into military culture and military life to teach me?
Yeah, you got to be over prepared and always ready. That is the life of a chaplain. Whenever anything comes up, you
Okay,
drop
sorry.
it all.
Yeah. Well, instead of being over prepared and over ready, yeah, I guess that's also how people think we prepare sermons. We read ourselves hot and heavy and full, and pray ourselves hot and heavy and full, and then let her rip. You know, that's such an interesting balance. Do people, is that what people think pastors do all day? They read their Bible and pray every day.
Yeah,
Clear
I mean,
expectation.
you're just the man of the cloth, so they expect you to be
I,
well versed
but
and
this is an
well.
uncollared life. You know what the podcast is of Todd Leonard up the street? It's called The
Yeah,
Uncollared Life. And
yeah,
he's working with clericals and other people that are all denominations, not just our own. All denominations are going through deconstructionism. And they are realizing that even the concepts of denominationalism, the young people have moved on. And I've seen it with my own eyes, and there was a point in time when I was scared. Well, what if they don't have enough biblical principles? What if they don't know how to do it right? And that's the fear of a lot of the parents. But I think if we have candid discussions and regular check-ins with our families, there's no people don't have the same discussions anymore. And if they are having the same discussions, that's kind of a sad thing when you always meet the same people and you always have the same discussions with them over and over and over again. It's like I crave, depth, and to see that we are adventurers and pathfinders, that, we took the trip, we took the journey there and back. What do you think I'm trying to wrestle with? My understanding.
probably the understanding is how
Help
to
me connect the dots.
reach the culture.
Culture.
Culture of the new, uh, the new person, the socialized person on the
Youth culture, right? Well, okay, people that have been fed and are almost having to need a neural link, right? So neural link is already affecting the world, and people are aware of their smart watches and their phones, even helping them become better humans, think better, avoid temptations, avoid addictions, avoid potato chips, live an active life, move, exercise. I was very proud of one of my church members when I saw them exercising. Usually I walk and drive her to get food, but today she's like, "Oh no, I'm going to exercise." Everybody, everybody can do something. And so I think that's the effect of the culture. I discovered that self-improvement is the only thing I can control. I can't control how people perceive me. I can't control expectations that have never been met or made. I can't um, guard myself from. I can't live in that place for much longer, where I can't live in that place of fear. I guess most people live in a place of fear from going on to the next level. So to go into different arenas requires differences. I was listening to Kobe Bryant today, and then the question posed to him was, your friends in high school and your friends in college or something from your old neighborhood, how has that relationship changed? And he replied, yeah, they've suffered because they don't function or operate on the same mindset or wavelength or energy, whatever have you. We're just in different arenas. And so when we're in the same arena, they like things very clean, very tidy. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see that. Anyways, thanks for always talking with me, bro. Hey, how far are you from home?
Yeah, bro. There's more tourists now, so the traffic has gone up, and I usually don't go home around this time, so that's
You
why
got traffic right now.
there's traffic.
What is the Sabbath looking like for you this weekend? How does a Chavinist chaplain spend his Sabbath?
Oh, I spent
You guys
it
have
at the
congregation?
base. At the
No.
base, just waiting for phone calls from my unit because they're on battle assembly in Guam. So
Mm,
they're tomorrow already, and they're like 3 hours difference, but they're
you
tomorrow.
you don't have to go to them with them to those battle assemblies.
I'm supposed to go, but I'm not. I didn't go to my chaplain school yet, so I couldn't go this time.
Hmm.
So, but once I
Anyways,
get my chaplain school done, I could go traveling.
you can go traveling with them eventually. You have to get South Carolina done, right?
Yeah, well, that's my
Interesting.
first step. So
All right. Well, I'm going to turn off this YouTube live that I've been practicing right now. And
yeah,
this is my set. So I'm going to organize the YouTube channel, organize the world one thing at a time. Season 2, post pandemic, 2021, popping up. What's the next creative endeavor and pin that we are going to push forward?